Hey, Hanif, sit still. I'm drawing a nice picture of you. Don't move. Smile a bit, come on. Yes, that looks good. All right, it's ready.
Hey,
Ta-da!
Huh? No, that is not me. That looks like a monster.
I'm just kidding. Okay, I'll draw a better one for you. Don't be a monster. Don't. Okay, I'll draw again.
I'm gonna chase you there. Trying to solve this shape. It's all good. Hey, hi, hello everyone. I hope you're all doing well at home. You are now watching DidikTV KPM on the level 1 slot. And of course, my name is Hanif Sean. What are we going to learn together today? It's gonna be English for year 1, our very favorite subject. And I'm sure all of you have already seen our teacher's profile, and he drew me as a monster. I was very angry, but it's fine, it's all good now. And with me definitely is Mr. Ma. How are you, Mr. Ma, today?
Fine, thank you. Hi, Hanif, and hi to all the pupils watching the show. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ma, and I'm sure Mr. Ma is very excited to share with us what we're going to learn together, but of course, we also have our interpreter, which is Teacher Buhari. Hello, Teacher Buhari. Yes, and we can address him as Mr. BQ. How are you, Mr. BQ? Yes, he's doing well there. He is also so energetic. And Mr. Ma, can you just give us a bit, what is the title or the topic that we're going to learn together?
Okay, so today we are learning about shapes. Okay, the topic for today's lesson is shapes all around us. All right?
Shapes all around us. I'm seeing a lot of shapes here. And in fact, it wouldn't just be us here.
That's right,
there are 4 of our pupils also joining us online. Can you wave at us here? How are you, everyone?
Hi.
Oh, there they are, all excited, all energetic. Yes, Mr. Ma, may I get your help to introduce our pupils one by one?
Okay, so first we have Serena Chua Yun Si. Hi, Serena. Can you just wave at us? And hi, Mummy as well. That is Serena. And next, we have Wong Ming Wei from SJKC Zhonghua Jitra. Hi, Ming Wei. Okay, hi, Ming Wei and Mummy. And next up, we have On Jing Si from SJKC Ketua K. Hi, Jing Si. And hi, Mummy. And finally, we have Ng Yen Si from SJKC Ketua S. Hi, Yen Si, and hi, Mummy there. So these are our friends here on Google Meet today.
Right, so they are very energetic. We're seeing the mummies as well. They are very energetic as well.
Right.
And Mr. Ma, can you share with us our learning standards?
Sure. So for learning standards today, we are going to, it's basically a language arts lesson where we need to respond imaginatively, and intelligibly through creating simple arts and craft products. Okay, and also for complementary, we learn to name and describe objects. So today we are learning to name at least 3 shapes correctly and the objects in those shapes, as well as to draw a picture using the shapes and describe them. So let us start by knowing the shapes first, okay? First, we have this. This is a rectangle, okay? A rectangle. And this is a circle, I'm sure. Circle, we've seen that. This is a square, okay? A square. And this is a triangle, and finally we have a parallelogram. Okay,
wow. I have to learn to say that well. Parallelogram.
Yes, that's right. Okay, so now after knowing the shapes, we need to identify objects in those shapes. So for example, this is a hazard sign, right?
It is.
So Hanif, this is in the shape of a?
I believe that would be a triangle.
That's right. So this is in the shape of a triangle. Now let's look at the objects here. Can anyone tell me, our pupils on Google Meet, all right, what about, can you name me an object which is circle in shape, or which object is in the shape of a circle? Anyone on Google Meet? If you look at the things up here, all right, yes. Yen Si, can you just turn on your mic and let me know? Yen Si? Which one?
Which one is a circle, Yancy?
Which of, a wheel, yes, a wheel is a circle, but I think that's in the car. But what about this, the objects here? Can you see the objects that I have in front of me? Can anyone tell me which of this is in the shape of a circle? Yes, Mingwei. Mingwei, can you turn on the mic and tell me, Mingwei?
Mingwei, raise both hands
Mingwei,
up.
raise both hands. Sorry?
Clock.
Yes, this is a clock. The clock is in the shape of a circle. Good. What about the shape of a square? Can anyone tell me which of these items is in the shape of a square? Anyone? Yes, Jingxi. Jingxi? Which of these is in the shape of a square?
Plate.
Sorry, can you say louder?
Plate.
What is it? The plate.
The plate.
The plate
did
is
you
in the
mention
shape
the
of a
plate?
circle, but in a square, in the shape of a square. Which one? Which do you think is in the shape of a square, Jingxi? Can you try again? It's okay. We just try. Which of these is in the shape of a square? Is it this picture or is it this plate? Which do you think, Jingxi? Which of these is in the shape of a square? Is it the picture or the plate? Yes, the photo frame. Oh, she calls it a photo frame. That's right. It's a photo frame of a picture. Well done. Okay, and the last one. The last one. Can anyone see any shape of a parallelogram here? What about Hanif? Can you see any shapes of a parallelogram? I think that is one of the more difficult one.
I think I could see from this sign here.
Actually, what is
Can you
this?
raise this up?
Yes.
Right. So I think this is a parallelogram. Is
Yes,
it right,
I think
Mr.
we
Ma?
have seen this warning tape all around.
Yes.
And actually, if you look carefully, within the warning tape itself, there are two shapes there. Okay, or in fact, if it is long, then it is a rectangle. But if you cut it out, it's actually a parallelogram. And also, we have the erasers here. They are also in the shape of a parallelogram.
Right.
Okay, so for this segment, we have learned the different types of shapes. Okay, we have the triangle, we have the square, parallelogram, rectangle, and also circle. And our pupils managed to name some objects in those shapes. So let's give them a clap for that.
Yes, and do they get stars as well,
Yes,
Mr.
let's
Ma?
give them all 1 star and a big clap for participating.
Yes,
Well
there you go.
done.
This is your star cheer, which I'm going to do throughout the show. Whenever you get stars, whenever you get marks.
Yes.
Right, Mr.
So
Ma?
that's right. So pupils at home, just look around, look at the objects at home, and see which are the objects in these different kinds of shapes as your practice. Okay,
Right.
back to you.
And of course, there are a lot of shapes that you can see at home. So we are going to take a short break right now. While we take a short break, you can have a glass of water while you walk around and check out the shapes that you have at home. Talk to your moms and discuss with them. I think that's a square. I think that's a circle. We're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere.
DidikTV KPM.
And you are now back on DidikTV KPM watching the Level 1 slot, and together we are learning English for Year 1. And with me is Mr. Ma. Mr. Ma
Hi.
has been talking to us about shapes.
That's
shapes
right.
all around us. So yeah, Mr. Ma,
Yeah.
so I'm sure there are a lot of shapes here. And are we going to play a bit of a game right now?
Yes. In this segment, we are going to play with shapes. Okay, but first, let me introduce what a tangram is. Okay? Actually, a tangram is a puzzle which consists of 7 pieces of smaller shapes. Right? We have 2 large triangles. Okay, they are the large triangles. And then we have 1 medium-sized triangle. Okay, medium-sized triangle. And we have 2 small triangles. Right? So they are all together 5 triangles, 2 large, 1 medium, 2 smalls. We also have a square and a parallelogram. Okay, so this is a tangram. What we are doing in this section is I would like you to read some simple instructions and play with a tangram. Okay, so let's look at an example on how to make a bird. Okay, how to make a bird. So these are the instructions. Okay, how to make a bird. First, use a large triangle, a square, and a small triangle to make its body. Then use a medium triangle to make its head. Use a large triangle and a small triangle to make its wings, and use the parallelogram to make its tail. So now, our pupils on Google Meet and maybe Hanif as well, let's play with it. Okay, let's try to make the shape of a bird using this tangram, following the instructions. So first, we need a large triangle, a square, and a small triangle to make the body. So how can we do it? Okay, so let's try. We have the large triangle, okay, the small triangle, and a square, perhaps. That is to make the body. Okay, you can try it at home, pupils on Google Meet. Okay, and we use a medium triangle to make the head. Okay, let's see the head of the bird.
So I've already used the first line. Mr. Ma used a large triangle, a square, and a small triangle to make its body. Now we're going to make the head.
The head, yes. And now the wings. We need the large triangle as well as the small triangle to make the wings. Okay, let's be creative. Let's be creative and think, how does a bird look like? And finally, the parallelogram as the tail. So, this is my version of the bird. What about our pupils on Google Meet? Okay, can you try playing with that? Oh, I see Hanif is trying his best as well to play with it.
I'm staying very focused on creating this bird.
Okay,
Right.
So now let us see our friends answer on Google Meet. If you are done, can you please show us?
Wow.
Right. Okay, so we have got the medium triangle as the head, the large triangle, the square, and the small triangle as the body, the parallelogram as the tail, and also a big and small triangle as the wings. Okay, did you get it as well, Hanif?
I believe I got it as well, Mr. Ma.
Right.
Resplendent with colors of
Yes.
birds here, including our pupils at home.
Okay, so now let's try to ask our pupils to do it on their own by reading these instructions. Okay, shall we? Now, the question is how to make a cat. So please read these instructions. Okay, my pupils at home. And can you please try? So first, use two large triangles and the medium triangle to make the body. Use a square as his head. Use two small triangles to make its ears. And also use the parallelogram to make its tail. So pupils on Google Meet and also pupils at home, please try to do it. Okay, read the instructions carefully and use the tangram to make the shape of a cat. Okay, so should we try that?
Yes, I'm exploring it right now, Mr. Ma, and I hope I'm getting it right.
It's okay. I think there are many different ways of doing it. So as long as we are, let's imagine, let's be creative and think about what's the best way to do it.
I think my cat has one of its ears dropped though. There you go. I think I'm done with my cat. How are the pupils at home? How are pupils on Google Meet? Wow, I think you're all very focused. Oh, wow. We already see Mingwei's cats there. And we have Serena. There's a nice cat.
So they are ready, aren't
they? Looking all regal. Yancy's cat is sitting and standing. And of course, Jingxi. Oh, nice.
Okay, so now let's look at that. Oh, they have different types of cats. They are very creative.
Seems to be hugging. Opening out its arms.
Okay, so but let's check. Do they have the square and the small triangles as the head and ears? Yes, they've got it. Okay. Have they got the two large triangles and the medium triangle as the body? Yes, all of them got it as well. And also the parallelogram as the tail. Correct. Very well done. Okay. So those are the shapes. Okay. You can use the shapes to make a cat. And we see,
Ta-da!
We have different types. Mine is like this. Okay, Hanif, and theirs are different. So we can use the tangram, the shapes, to make different patterns, okay, by reading the instructions and just be creative, okay? So in this part, we learn to read instructions and also do it. And finally, let's try one more, shall we?
Let's try one more.
How to make a swan. Now, these are the instructions. Let's see whether our pupils can make it. Okay, first, use two large triangles and the medium triangle to make its body. Use the parallelogram and a small triangle to make its neck. Use the square to make the head and also a small triangle to make the beak. Okay, the beak of a swan. Now, let's see whether our pupils are able to read the instructions to understand it and also make the swan.
Right, so I'm also crafting my swan here. I'm keeping in mind the instructions which says two large triangles and the medium triangle to make its body. I think I'm almost done, Mr. Ma.
You're almost done.
I'm almost done. There you go.
Aha.
Oh, my
What
swan
about
is...
what about the pupils? Are they ready? You see, Serena is done.
Serena is done. Well done.
Yes.
It's very quick.
Okay, and they are still the rest. They are still. If you are done, can you please show us on the screen? Okay, well done, Serena. Okay, let's check Serena's answer. Has she got the two large triangle and the medium triangle as the body?
That looks like it.
Yes. The parallelogram and the small triangle as the neck. That's right. The square as the head and also the small triangle as the beak. Well done. So Jinxie,
nice.
Mingwei, Serena, and also Yancy, all of them got it. Well done. Let's give them a clap and a star as well.
Do we give them stars?
Yes, please. We do give all of them 3 stars for trying and for 8
stars for each of you. We're doing this star cheer.
Yay! And they are able to read the instructions and play with them. All right, so that's what we learned in this segment, Hanif.
Yes, and I think I have a bit of a variety there. Where my swan is looking up.
Yeah, it's looking up.
Oh, regal, looking and beautiful. And of course, there are so many more shapes that we can do, so many more shapes, so many more perhaps animals or shapes of houses that we can do with 10 grams, where you can play with all these small shapes, And pupils at home, if you have a 10 gram there, or you could even maybe draw it out. Can they draw it out?
Yes, they
Mr.
can
Ma?
draw it out, they can cut it, and then they can play with it.
Yes, definitely. So continue to play with that because we're going to take a short break, explore your mind, explore your imagination while you play with 10 grams. We're going to take a short break. Do not go anywhere. Stay tuned with us on DidikTV KPM.
DidikTV KPM.
And welcome back. Today on DidikTV KPM Level 1 slot, we are learning shapes around us. What shapes do you see on my jacket here? I'm seeing squares. Oh, look at the button. It's a circle. And definitely with me is Mr. Ma. Mr. Ma, there have been so many things that we have done. Yes. And I see that you have drawn something there. Are we going to draw together with the pupils at home?
That's right. In this section, okay, our pupils on Google Meet and also pupils all around Malaysia, we are going to do some drawing activity, okay? So what I would like you to do is actually just to take a piece of paper, right? We are going to use the shapes, the different shapes that we have learned to draw a picture, okay? So this is the instruction. Use the shapes to draw a picture, whatever you like. It can be an animal, an object, or anything. And we also need to learn to talk about it. We have to describe it. So for example, when we are describing a picture, what are the things that we can say? Okay, well, perhaps we can say what it is. We have to tell our friends what the thing is. And then we can say the color and size. We can also say what you do with it. For example, you play with it, you sleep on it, you live with it, or what it can do if it is an animal, okay? And say if you like it or not. Okay, so let's do an example. Shall we draw a picture as well?
Yes.
Okay, so let's say I use the different shapes to draw a picture here. Okay, and right, so if we look at it, so for example, I'll say, this is a car. It is big, okay? It can move, and it is colorful, okay? So now, pupils at home and pupils on Google Meet, please try it. And while you're doing it, let's watch a video.
Hello, I'm Rashdi. This is my battleship. It has a cannon in the shape of a rectangle. The flags are all triangle.
Hi, I am Tahun. This is my Tahap. I use triangle, circle, square, and rectangle to make my robot. I play with my robot on Fridays.
Hi everyone, my name is Jane here and this is my rocket. I use different shapes. I use circle, rectangle, triangle and square to draw this rocket. I wish one day I could go on a rocket.
Wow, wow, wow. There's so many shapes that our pupils shared with us and they look so wonderful, so creative. Would you agree with me,
Yes,
Mr.
I
Ma?
agree. They are really creative, okay? And I think our pupils on Google Meet have also done their part. So now let's listen to them and see what they have drawn. Shall we have Jingxi first? Jingxi, can you show us your picture and talk about your picture, Jingxi? That's beautiful, right?
Very nice.
Yes, Jingxi.
This is a dog. It is purple. It is small. It is cute and beautiful.
Yes, it is cute and beautiful, just like Jingxi, right?
I
Hanif?
agree.
Oh, well done, Jingxi. So that is a doll. Now let's have Serena. Hi, Serena. Can you show us your picture? Wow, it's so beautiful, that picture. Serena, can you tell us what your picture is?
This is a big orange fan.
Right.
These are birds.
Okay.
This is a big orange cat.
Right.
These are flowers.
Yes, and the cat is in the shape of a circle, right? So well done, Serena. That is so beautiful. Congratulations. Good job. And next, let's have Mingwei. Mingwei, can you show us what you have drawn, Mingwei?
This is my dream house. It is big. I can play inside the house.
Right. It is
My house got 4 colors. It's red, yellow, brown, and orange.
Oh, it's a very colorful house. Good job, Mingwei. Can I live in your house as well? Okay. Thank you, Mingwei. And finally, let's have Yanxi. Yanxi, can you show us your picture? Yes, Yanxi.
This is my dream house. I use many shapes like circle, square, rectangle, and parallelogram. It is orange. It is big and tall.
Right,
I
so
wish
that-
I could live in my dream house when I grow up.
Okay, thank you. Well done, Yanxi. Can you give them a clap?
Yes.
All of them can get a star and a clap
got
for doing a great job.
Stars and claps for all of you. Well done, well done. Congratulations. I
Right.
think those drawings were very beautifully
Yes,
done.
yes, they are. So in this section, they have learned how to use different shapes to draw and also to describe the pictures. So I think, Hanif, for today's lesson, I think all the pupils have done really, really well. They can name the shapes, they can name the objects, they can draw and they can talk about it. So well done to all pupils. And I'm sure the pupils at home, you can also look at Sumbaku portal for the different practices that you have there. Right?
That is so exciting. Congratulations to all our pupils at home, our pupils online for making all those beautiful drawings. Definitely that can be expanded into something more creative and bigger. And with that, we definitely would like to thank our teacher today, Mr. Ma. Thank you so much
you.
for teaching us today. I think we learned so much more about shapes. And of course, we have our interpreter, Mr. BQ or Mr. Buhari there. Thank you so much, Mr. Buhari. And our pupils at home, thank you so much for staying tuned with us today. I really hope you learned a lot, you enjoyed our lessons. Go to Sumbaku to check out more resources for you to expand your knowledge. And my name is Hanif Sean. I hope to see you again. Bye, everyone.